Bale or Modric?
Modric.
Bale.
Extend the contract.
Ericsson doesn't want to stay.
Don't even ask us that question.
He's just scum, isn't he?
He's definitely Judas.
Oh, that's a difficult one because I think everybody appreciates Modric so much. I suppose it would have to be Bale because actually his goal, especially that last season, he played out of his skin in that last season.
Modric, I think. Yeah, I think Bale is not constant. He shoots his match, and from time to time he's not really playing football. So I think he will not be a great added value to the team.
I think now, well, we need Modric.
I thought Bale. Just he was probably the best player I've ever seen in my lifetime, I would have thought.
Gareth Bale, definitely 100%. He's my favourite player of all time, so definitely Gareth Bale.
I think Modric. Again, the creativity, rather than just running down the wing. Bale is brilliant, obviously, but I think Modric has got more creative in him.
Bale.
Bale.
Just think he was a bit more of a game changer, whereas we've had players similar to Modric since, although he was the best, I would say Eriksen's a little bit of a similar player, whereas we've not had anyone that's been able to replicate what Bale did when he was at Tottenham.
Yeah, pretty much the same as that.
I think Modric's for playmaking ability over Bale. I think he links the play a lot better than what Bale does. Obviously Bale's pace and ability to score is great, but I think Modric links the play a lot better.
Right.
Wow. If we lost Eriksen, I'd say Modric. At the moment with Eriksen, I'd say I wouldn't mind having Bale back. But then of course it would make it difficult for Son to get in the team. So.
Bale or Modric? Right now, I'd go Modric. Well, injuries to Bale. Too many injuries that we had to cope with.
Modric. The guy's got quality, oozing quality all over the pitch. And he stays fit. Yeah, same. Because I love Bale, he's a great player, but he's prone to injuries. It's pacey players always do, whereas Modric, he's been quite injury-free for his.
I think he wants to go, so I think we need to let him go. Yeah, unfortunately.
I would keep Eriksen.
Keep Eriksen with no single signing.
With no single signing.
Yeah.
He can earn you 15 points a year easy, can't he? We're aware of how good he is, and yeah, he's quality he gives to the team.
Yeah, I'd extend the contract with him. I just think he's really important, and I think they've got enough money anyway. Even when the money comes in, they don't really spend it, so it wouldn't make a difference. I still think he's so important. We don't have another player that can do what he does, so we can't lose him.
Yeah, very true, very good. So I was looking at the Ferrari that was just going past over there, I wasn't paying attention.
Extend the contract. Again, I think he's probably like our new Modric. I think he's exactly the same player. He will have all of the ability to bring the attackers into the game, and we definitely need to keep him to progress forwards.
And you see, Ericsson doesn't want to stay. He doesn't want to stay, okay? So I'm not angry. He's done his time here. He feels that he needs to go elsewhere. Let him go. Let's get a good price for him and let him go.
All right. Yeah.
End of story. We move on. This is Tottenham. This is not one player. One player comes and thinks he's big. No, this is Spurs. We're bigger than any single player.
Yeah. Exactly.
Saul Campbell to Tottenham fans.
Oh, okay. Now listen, hopefully you're asking me that question. There'll be certain people, if you go around and ask that question, you might get an answer that isn't suitable to put on YouTube, okay? I think in your part of the world now, you understand what football means to us in this country, and I think you share it a lot now, especially with Son in the team, and you're very passionate about football. We've been passionate about football in this country for decades, haven't we? And there are certain things, you won't find them in law, but they're in unwritten football law, and he broke one of those by being the Tottenham captain and going to our main rivals in such what we consider to be an underhand way. Supposedly he kept telling the club he was going to sign a contract. It was just a case of finalising the details. At what point he either got approached by Arsenal, but I have to say it was a shock to me when an Arsenal supporter friend of mine one day told me to turn the television on to Sky Sports because I was about to get a surprise. So yeah, he's not a favourite down here, that's for sure.
Don't even ask us that question. He's a Judas. No one likes him. No one likes Sol Campbell. Everyone hates Sol Campbell. He's the worst kind of human being that someone could be. Definitely.
You might get an answer that isn't suitable to put on YouTube, okay?
Basically.
A horrible human. A horrible human.
Yeah.
He shouldn't even mention. Nah, I don't even want to say his name. I was a mascot with him, and I burnt the picture. I burnt it and I felt happy.
To me, we didn't have that inspiration at that time. Now we're outgunning them. So yeah, it wouldn't happen now.
Judas.
Yeah, Judas.
He's just scum, isn't he?
You might get an answer that isn't suitable to put on YouTube, okay?
There's not much to be said about it. He's just, I hate him just as much now as I did at the
When
time.
he first left, yeah.
Yeah, just. But then I enjoy hating him. It's one of those.
We enjoy the songs.
It's one of those things where, like, obviously, like what he did was awful. I wouldn't hate him if I saw him in person. Well, I would. But it's just that everyone enjoys to hate him. It's just the whole thing of like the rivalry, and it like symbolises the hate between Tottenham and Arsenal. I guess.
He's a Judas. He's left the club on a free transfer to a arch rival. So he's not a fan favourite at all. So he's not welcome back.
Yeah.
A traitor. Just that he went to Arsenal. An Arsenal player coming here possibly wouldn't be accepted, maybe with the exception of Henry. But yeah, you just don't do that. You just don't do that.
Who is this?
Yeah,
Judas. He's scum.
You might get an answer that isn't suitable to put on YouTube, okay?
He's definitely a Judas. Unforgivable. He'll never be forgiven down the lane. But that's because of the way he went. Not because he went and who he went to, but just the way he went. He was going to stay and stay and stay, and then went for free and took the money. So, and he'll never be forgiven.
I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't even know him.
Okay.
I hope that makes the point. I don't know. I don't recognize him. I don't know that name. I hope he's got a statue at the Arsenal. I hope he's got one there because he certainly hasn't got one here.
Okay, yeah.